backpacking food. We gotta go buy some backpacking food? I'm in, let's go. I'm gonna go on a shopping trip. I'm gonna go see if I can't walk around sporting goods stores and Walmart and see if I can't put together enough food to be able to get through some days on the trail when we're backpacking. I'm going to try to take the mystery out of purchasing and assembling backpacking food. Let's go on a shopping trip. I'm going to head into Gander Mountain and take a look and see what they've got for some backpacking meals, backpacking food. Let's go check it out.
Got out of town on a boat, gonna Southern Island, sailing to reach before the following sea.
All right, we're just leaving Gander Mountain. We're gonna head over to Walmart now. We're gonna go kind of the more, or kind of the less conventional route from the actual meals that are prepared specifically for it. We're gonna look to find what we can find at the regular store and put together. When I walk into the store, I don't walk up and down the aisles hoping something is going to look good. I usually walk in and I say, I'm going to go find something for breakfast. And I walk the store looking for breakfast items. Once I've made my choices, I'll do the same thing, but I'm looking for lunch. It forces me to grab on and look at stuff and actually think for a moment, hey, can I eat this out in the woods and make it taste good? Most of the time you can come up with some ideas you've never come up with before. The other good news is there's always the old tried and true that you're always going to go back to that everybody knows about. As I'm walking up and down the aisles, I'm trying to think of the other meals that I've seen fellow backpackers eating. I wonder if that'd be any good for me. I go, grab it, see if the mood hits me. If it does, I'll pick it up and I'll go for it. You understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running for is so small, but it's as big as a promise of a... If you find something in a foil pack, pick it up, grab it, get creative. Odds are it's going to be a pretty good trail meal. No cans to mess around with. It's a foil pack. You can get all the food out of it, wrap it up, put it back into your food bag, and hike it out on the trail. Flags are flying. She is all that I have left, and music is her name. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are... Trying to find different things to drink on the trail is real fun for me. I take a look at this peanut butter hottie mix. It's a powdered mix. I think to myself, how good would that be at the end of the day? I think it'd be pretty good. When it comes time to put together a full meal, I usually start with the inspiration of trying to find some type of the meat. What is the main part of the mix going to be? I'll then start thinking about, what do I normally have at home? What do I normally have at a restaurant? What else would go good to make this an entire complete meal? Once you start to think that way and you've got the main ingredient in your hand, it'll all start to come together. So we cheated and we lied, and we trusted, and we never made
don't walk by any of these little prepackaged meals. If it's microwavable, it will work on the trail. Just add water, and microwavable meals of all kinds will work on the trail. I usually will buy 2 of them. I'll try one the actual proper way, mix it at home, see if I like it. If it tastes good and I do like it, I'll take the second one, I'll mix it up the backpacker way, boiling water in my alcohol stove, adding water to it, letting it steep in my koozie.
But I didn't want to hear.
Good old peanuts and raisin, gorp, cheese and crackers, any type of little power bars or any of those types of things are all excellent. Raisins, yogurt raisins, all those types of things make excellent trail snacks. Dry baking. Dry baking is becoming more and more simplified on the trail with some of the gear that's being built for it. Take a look, find your Just Add Water mixes, and go for it. Whoops, add milk, you don't want that one. You want to find Just Add Water. Bingo, got it.
I'm learning to live without you now, but I miss you sometimes.
Here's my bounty. Here's everything that I picked up at the store. Let's jump in, take a look at it, see if we can't put together a few meals based on some of these purchases.
To the heart of the matter, but my will gets weak.
I'm going to start out talking about different breakfast options. So I picked this up at the store. It's essentially just a flavor packet that's tastes like chocolate milk, 13 grams of protein and minerals. So what made me think about this option was when I hike with my buddy Duct Tape with Russ. Russ likes to get up, crack of dawn, pack up camp, hit the trail, hike for about 2.5 hours, then stop and do coffee and a muffin or some type of breakfast that you normally have. I like to get up and have a little bit of breakfast, and so this would be a real good option. It'd be real easy, and as well you could do this for a snack in the middle of the day. Tastes like chocolate milk, then just kind of turbocharge it. How I would mix this together and how I would do it is I'd pre-measure out a cup of powder, or enough powder to make 1 cup of milk. I'd mix up my cold water and my milk. I'd add this in. I'd be off and running. Be as simple as that. Next, let's cover off something else that you've seen me do on the trail if you've watched any of my actual videos. You take about a half a cup or 3/4, about half or 3/4 a cup of granola. I add in a handful of blueberries, dried blueberries. Again, I pre-mix up enough powdered milk for 1 cup of milk. Put that all together in a Ziploc bag. By the way, you're gonna need a lot of Ziploc bags when you go backpacking. Everybody talks about wanting to have free gear and all that stuff. I wish I could just get free Ziploc bags. I find that's a very easy way for me to pack up my stuff. But again, half or 3/4 cup of granola, handful of dried blueberries, some powdered milk. Get up in the morning, add a cup of cold water, shake the bag up. You got a real simple, easy breakfast you can get on the trail with. So next, let's talk about bagels. I have never personally brought bagels, but I've seen a lot of hikers with bagels. They'll bring bagels, sometimes they'll bring little pads of butter that they get from restaurants, or the liquid butter that they'll get from Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've actually seen somebody take peanut butter, buy just bulk peanut butter, put it into a Ziploc bag, cut just the bottom corner of the bag out. That allows them to squeeze the peanut butter over and then just fold it back and put some duct tape on it, back in their pack, and they go. It's just simple bagels. They're light, they last forever, either with butter, you can do a plain, you can put some jelly on it. And that leads me to jelly. You can do the same thing with jelly that I said with peanut butter, and that's how I've done it before. Put some jelly in a bag, just enough for 1 serving, turn it over, smear it all out, you're good to go. Pop-Tarts? We're talking Pop-Tarts? These are about as easy as it gets. I tend to bring the whole pack with 2. I've seen others that will skinny it up into aluminum foil or get into a Ziploc with just 1 per day. Pop-Tarts are simple. 200 calories per serving, so there's 1 serving per container for 2 Pop-Tarts. Fills you up, gets you going. I like peanut butter. There's a lot of other colors. Colors, flavors. The color of the box is different, which is what I was thinking. It's the flavor of the peanut butter, not the color of the box. With breakfast, don't forget about oatmeal. Oatmeal is real simple. You can put it into the pot and add your hot water and mix it up. Another thing you can do is just ripple on the very top edge. Shake all the ingredients down, ripple on the top edge. Hold it in your hand, open the packet up, put the hot water in there. You can eat right out of the packet. The packet actually can be the container. A lot less mess to clean up and very easy. Oatmeal is filling. Whoopsie, when I hike with Whoopsie will eat 2 packs of oatmeal. That's too much for me. It just loads me up and it makes me feel all bloated, don't like it one bit. I usually do 1 pack of oatmeal. Typically what I find with oatmeal is I leave a couple, 2 or 3 packs in my food bag with no intentions of eating it at all on the trip, but it's there in case something goes left to center or if I get hungry. But oatmeal is very simple to do for breakfast. And to round out breakfast, that brings me to coffee. I learned from Shug on YouTube about Medagliadoro. Tried it and I do like it. It's real strong and I use Medagliadoro. I do like to have a little bit of the French vanilla cream in it. Again, I just bought the powder. I pre-mix it up into the bags and I go. There are many manufacturers that do instant coffee that are already in the little singles packets, from Taster's Choice and Starbucks and many others. You can buy other types of coffee that are instant. I've seen some individuals actually bring different devices to brew their own coffee. Coffee on the trail is real simple. Test it out at home, see what flavors you like, what kinds you like. Coffee's pretty simple. Let's talk about some of the lunch options that you can do on the trail. My personal favorite, and you've seen me do this before on some of my videos, is just the single packets of tuna fish, wrap a tortilla, easy and simple. I actually love the taste of tuna fish out on the trail. It seems to give me a little bit of energy, it gets me going, which I really like. Another thing that's very, very good that I've had before is by the Spam singles, the Spam Light or the regular Spam. How I've done it and liked it: take a tortilla, slice my Spam up a little bit, put it onto the tortilla wrap, and then I'll add a little bit of barbecue sauce. This just happens to be one left over from my chicken nuggets from my daughter from McDonald's. But now you've got another option: horsey sauce from Arby's on Spam with a tortilla wrap. My good gravy, is it delicious. I've had that a couple of times. I didn't catch it on video, but on my fall lightweight backpacking trip in the Adirondacks on Cat Mountain, day number 1, that's what I had for lunch, was Arby's horsey sauce, tortilla wrap, and a couple of Spam Light singles. It was fantastic. Again, just walking up and down the aisles looking for stuff that's pre-packaged that you can throw on a wrap. Wraps work real well. You could use a bagel. Little tiny packets of sauce. If you can't find packets of sauce, put it in little tiny Ziplocs. You can make do. Other options for snack or lunch or any time is cheese sticks. You can use mozzarella cheese sticks. These happen to be white cheddar cheese sticks. They're going to last plenty of time on the trail. They're not going to go bad. This is something new. I've never seen this before, never had it before. Little cheddar cheese Ritz cracker pack. Again, lunchtime, snack time, after dinner time. It's Ritz crackers. Jif on the go. Peanut butter is delicious on the trail. If you've never brought peanut butter, whether it's the idea I shared earlier about putting it into a big Ziploc bag when you bought it bulk, whether it's these little types, whether it's the small Justin's peanut butter, which is very good. Peanut butter on the trail, either by itself, just eating it with your finger, putting it on a wrap, is delicious. Let me talk a little bit about some of the more traditional type meals that people talk about quite a bit. The Knorr pasta sides and the Knorr rice sides. A lot of individuals have those and use those. I personally have found that the rice sides tend to cook a little bit better in the traditional dump the hot water in, put it in a cozy type cooking. the shells or the pasta, it gets a little bit gummy and it's a little bit difficult to do unless you're going to simmer it over some heat. But a trick that I did learn back on a fall hike with the gray gorilla is after 10 minutes of it steeping in the water, I took and dumped the water back out, put it back on some heat, and it thickened the sauce up and actually made the sauce much better. So that might be something you want to try. But something as simple as I found some pink salmon. Now this isn't the pink salmon steak. This is more like a flaky pink salmon. But urban butter with a lemon pepper pink salmon, a couple of packets of this, that'd make a fantastic dinner. You could do it for lunch as well, but that would make a fantastic dinner. When I had the pink salmon and urban garlic noodles with the gray gorilla, it was like gourmet. It was out to a nice restaurant type quality. It was fantastic on the trail. But that was just a real simple throw it together. Again, walking up and down, seeing what you can put together. Here's the North size creamy garlic shells. Here's what I'd do if I had this. I'd bring a little chunk in a Ziploc bag of summer sausage. I'd have it all cubed up into small little bite-sized pieces. When I was boiling my water, I'd throw my summer sausage in and get the summer sausage nice and hot. I'd mix up the creamy shells, put it in there, and I'd have a garlicky creamy shells and summer sausage dinner. Summer sausage is fantastic on the trail. Pre-cut it up, either put it in a Ziploc bag, or if you have one of those vacuum baggers, you can do that too. But summer sausage is fantastic on the trail. Macaroni and cheese and summer sausage is a terrific meal. Buy any of the Kraft or store-bought macaroni and cheeses, pre-cut up some summer sausage, throw it in there. Very, very good meal. Here's one you've seen me talk about before. A half a cup of soup mix, 2 cups of water, and some ramen noodles. A cheesy broccoli, macaroni and cheese type dish that is delicious. It's incredibly good. Here are a couple of just add water. So when I'm walking through the store and I see little packages like this that look like they might taste good, what I'll do is I'll read the back and see if it's a microwave just add water type of a dish. And if it is, it's worth a couple of dollars for me to try this at home. I would open this whole thing up, convert it over into a Ziploc bag. Get out on the trail, add the, I think what they call it, premium season packets. I'd add the premium season packet in, boil up the right amount of water up to the fill line. So when I was repackaging this, I would figure out how much water it is, and I'd write a little note on the Ziploc bag. I'd mix in the powder seasoning and the savory sauce, let it steep for about 10 minutes or so, and give it a try. Little bits of shrimp, it looks like it'd be delicious. What I would do and how I do it, I try it at home. I get something like this. I like to mess around with my cook kits in the stove and have fun. I'd give this a try at home. The same goes for this. Peanut noodles. Remove all the envelopes, add 1 cup of water to the carton, except for the peanuts. Add the contents of all the envelopes into the carton and stir. Microwave it for 3 minutes. Wait for 1 more minute. Add the peanuts and enjoy. I'd repackage it, have the 1 cup of water, add the water and go. So right there you've got a peanut noodle mixture that has 340 calories per serving, and there's 2 servings in there. So that's a 700, just under a 700 calorie meal with this little thing of a couple bucks, $2 or $3. Simple, easy. Again, try it at home, try it for lunch, try it for dinner, see if you like it. The differences between the Mountain House type meals, Packit Gourmet, you've all seen. I love Packit Gourmet. You've got the Mountain House meals that are already pre-packaged down. You can eat right in the container, heat the water up in the container. You've got buy in bulk like this. You can buy the big number 10 cans. You can separate out into single-size servings, into freezer bags, into vacuum sealing. Store them in your freezer. They'll last plenty long enough. Get out on the trail. You add the right amount of boiling water, and this is a more economical way than buying all of the bulk packaging. So here's another way to do it. This is chicken with gravy, dressing, and potatoes. Excellent meal, 200 calories per serving, 1 cup of dry ingredients and a little over a cup of water per 200 calories. 16 servings. So if you were going to do a double batch, there's 8 meals in this. I think I paid $34 for it. 8 packages of this. This is, you know, about a third, a little over a third of the price. It's less than half of the price. You can have the same meal. So they make a chicken and gravy and mashed potato and stuffing single serve. Here's the number 10 can. You saw me pick this up at the store. Here's a 7-ounce pack of white meat. Again, make a single serving size of potato. Add about 3 or 4 or 5 tablespoons of gravy mix. Mix it all together. Boil up your water. Have your chicken in the water. Add in your ingredients stirred up, and you've got the same type of meal. The problem with this is not that it's a problem, it's going to be a little bit heavier. You're going to be carrying about probably 8.5 or 9 ounces to have the meal, as opposed to probably 4 ounces or 5 ounces. So it's about half the weight. But in all cases, it's the same type of meal. One I just picked up with the regular stuff that I bought at the store. Here's the individual Mountain House, and here's the number 10 can. A little bit of thoughts about drink mixes. Probably every second or third fill up of water, I like to add either the Arnold Palmer, the half and half lemonade iced tea, all lemonade, all iced tea, Propel. There's off brands, they make the same thing. You can buy the little liquid squirt bottle type stuff to flavor the water. Again, probably 1 out of every 3 water bottles that I go through, I'll add a little something to it for some flavor. I love to bring hot chocolate. You'll see in a lot of my videos, there's something about having a candy bar, some hot chocolate, and a cigar at the end of the night. There's a lot of options out there. A lot of people get very apprehensive about purchasing a trail food, and I was there. I used to as well. Have some fun walking around Walmart, walking around your grocery store. Take a look at what you can find that may work for a backpacking meal. And what I'd like to see you do is go find something that you didn't see here or you didn't see in the shopping trip that I did. Give it a try at home and put a comment in, or go over to my Facebook page, over to Backpacking Adventures Facebook page, and leave a message that says, hey, I just found this, take a picture of it, tried it for a backpacking meal, it's terrific. Go find it at your store. That's it, guys, it's a wrap. Backpacking food. Hopefully I've simplified it a little bit, given you a few tips, given you a few hints. Walk around the store, give it a try. Don't starve on the trail, try it at home. We're getting another 14 to 18 inches of snow over the next 24 to 36 hours. Hunker down, get out your alcohol stoves, get out your cook kit, try some meals that you're going to try on the trail during the summer months or different months, and give it a go. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.